Joining me now is Shelly Horton from 9honey.com.au, Australia's leading website for women. Good afternoon to you, Shelly.
Hello there.
Now, first up, parents are fuming over a plan to weigh their kids. What can you tell us?
Look, this is controversial. So it's the Global Obesity Centre, which is part of Deakin University, and they've put forward a plan to weigh kids at school every 2 years as a way of tackling childhood obesity. Now, mums have gone crazy online about this. And I would say it would be at least 95% negative, maybe even more. And they're saying things like, you know, if your child has a weight problem, like it's not up to the school to be weighing them. But then also the concerns of kids being weighed in front of their classmates and then being teased. One of them saying, my son does have a weight problem and we're working really hard to control it. He is traumatised. For him to have to then get weighed in front of the rest of the class would be horrible. Another mum saying, hey, I got weighed at school when I was 16 and I was underweight and they praised me. In fact, I was struggling with anorexia. So there are just so many complications here. Teachers have weighed in just saying, hey, we have enough to do. We don't need to be weighing the kids. And then the few who are in favour of it put forward the argument of you get your eyes checked, your teeth checked, you know, your hearing checked.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't get it checked at school, and this is my point. I don't think it's the worst idea to do it with a GP, much like you get a vaccination. You go every 2 years, you get your height and weight tested by a GP, and your doctor can then give your child a plan if they need it. However, at school, I think it's just such a ridiculous idea.
And with a doctor, it's private.
Exactly,
so
as it is with your teeth and everything else.
In front of like everyone lining up. And one mum said she remembers she was weighed at school, she was 60 kilos, and which she didn't think was too bad, and she certainly wasn't overweight, but someone was like, whoa, 60? So I think that there's just, it's fraught. It's absolutely
not
fraught.
the right place for it, I don't think. All right, speaking of fired up, Fergie has lashed out about an article on her daughter's wedding. Yeah,
so Eugenie's getting married in October. Of course, 9 Honey will be all over that. Of course, we love the royals. So the thing is, though, what's happened is one of Fergie's friends has actually come out and defended Eugenie because the Daily Mail in London has written a really scathing piece, and I'm talking scathing. It's saying things like Eugenie's trying to rival Harry and Meghan's wedding when really she's too far down the line of the throne to warrant any of that attention. She doesn't have the same intrigue as the son of a future king, and she has the same hunger for glitz and glamour and is every bit as monstrous as her mother, Fergie.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was brutal.
Not holding back.
So what's happened is one of Fergie's best friends, who's also the head of a charity that Fergie heads up, has written a very, I think, calm letter compared to that article, just saying, what was the point of this? Were you trying to make them feel bad? Were you trying to shame them for their choices? Or were you just bullying? And I think when you read this article, it was just bullying. There was nothing positive or even about it. It was just mean.
All right, well, let's move on. Gwyneth Paltrow has opened up about one of her biggest regrets.
Yeah. This was interesting, actually. Gwyneth said that she regrets not having a third child. So she's got 2 kids with Chris Martin, so Apple and Moses, and she said she wished she'd thought about it earlier and actually had a third child. In her mind, she'd always thought she wanted 3, but then the conscious uncoupling happened. Right. And so timing just didn't work out for her. But she said it is a regret that she actually thinks about often and wishes that she had 3 kids.
Yeah, I think this would, you know, for a lot of women, whether it's no kids or 1 kid or more kids, you know, I think you look back on your life and it never quite works out how you expect it to. So I think, Gwyneth, it was great, to be honest. That's
yeah,
that
I
maybe
agree.
She would want.
And let's have more conversations like that. I mean, I've got a friend who said she's got 2 boys. She's like, if I knew it could be a girl, I would have had 3.
Oh, gosh.
So there's a lot of that going on.
There's a lot of that going on too. But yeah, good on Gwyneth for being so honest. Shelly, thank you so much. And of course, for all those stories and plenty more, you can head to 9honey.com.au.